We were anchored in the clear, warm waters of Antigua, and we were ready to go explore. Jumping in and snorkeling right off the back of the boat is one of our favorite things to do. You never know what you're going to see down there. We had anchored in grass, which can be a little tricky to get your anchor to hold, but our Mantis marine anchor was holding just fine. The highlight of the snorkel, though, was a turtle. This one looked like he had a run-in with a shark, but his shell served its purpose, and he was still cruising around.
It's my view every time they pull up anchor.
The ladies were pulling up the anchor, and we were getting ready to go to our next anchorage to continue exploring Antigua. We were moving over to Falmouth Harbor, which is one of the more popular anchorages on the south coast of Antigua. Yep, and it's the same view as they put down the anchor.
Falmouth Harbor. There's like a beach party going on with a band, so we're gonna go check it out.
Ready.
Let's do it. It's a lot easier. We don't have to like put the dinghy up. We can tow it, but now there's like salt all over it because it gets spray on it and then dries out, so it's real salty.
I don't mind.
We could hear the live band playing all the way from the boat.
Woo! Sing it, girl.
Steph.
What? Don't push me. This is alright,
Yeah.
it's getting better. Not the safest.
Yeah, you know.
We moseyed on down the beach and found the party, but it seemed a little too crowded for us, and we wanted to grab some lunch, so we kept going down the beach.
Wow, that's a lot of birds.
That's amazing. I like it. Oh yeah.
Cheers to new anchorage and Bobby's 2 drinks. Cheers.
3 now, apparently. I picked one. Sorry.
What?
I drank some of yours accidentally.
It doesn't get much better than spending the afternoon at a nice little beach bar watching the waves roll in.
Chop! Do it! Go! Woo! Like Cinderella.
We may not have participated in the beach party, but we headed back to the boat to make our own party. Our bartender, Megan, went to work.
Cheers! Something like that.
Yes.
We spent the rest of the day dancing on the back deck, taking in the sunset.
I think we should vacuum it first and then. Okay, I think that's good.
What exactly is going on here?
We're cleaning.
I'm sitting.
Cleaning the shit out of the carpet.
I'm sitting at my computer editing, and I look up the window, and I'm like, "What is that noise?" And 3 girls holding the carpet, beating it. Can we do that later on? I mean, what? Never mind.
I'm pretty lucky to have such a beautiful crew that loves to clean.
I got a good crew. They're nice. This place looks I've never looked so clean. You guys did an awesome job. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
We're so proud.
I know. We basically took everything, moved everything to one side, cleaned it, moved it to the other side, cleaned it, and reorganized.
Yeah.
So
It
everything-
looks great. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks very clean, which I'm very happy about.
All right, let's go to English Harbor, and we're gonna explore Nelson's Dockyard. Kind of a cool place. I've heard it's beautiful, and scope out a place to watch the playoffs.
It always amazes me pulling into places like Falmouth Harbor and seeing just the number of super yachts there. I mean, there could be about $1 billion worth of boats sitting in these marinas. But that's the great thing about cruising. We get the same kind of lifestyle for a fraction of the cost.
I'm cool.
She hurt her foot. It's bound to happen on a boat. Kick something. So this is Falmouth Harbor. It's the bigger harbor, kind of the calmer harbor. Well, the other one's English Harbor. It's right across the way. We're walking over to it. I haven't taken the boat in there yet, but I've heard it gets pretty crowded, so we're anchored over here in Falmouth, and then it's just a short walk across this little land strip over to English Harbor, where they have Nelson's Dockyard. It's set up in the 1700s as a shipyard here in Antigua. It's pretty cool. I've heard it's beautiful. What are you doing?
I'm a goat.
She's calling goats because everyone's working.
I'm your ego, baby.
The goat.
Oh, the greatest of all time.
It's not every day you see goats roaming a parking lot, but at least they're keeping the grass cut. They charge a small fee to enter Nelson's Dockyard, which is a historical site, and of course you need a mast too, which we had to buy a couple to give to everybody.
Masks are needed to enter. All right, first thing is they're all hangry, so we gotta feed them.
Yes, I'm very hungry.
She's hangry.
We found a beautiful spot right by the water to enjoy our lunch.
All right, now that everybody's no longer hangry, it's time to see Nelson's Dockyard.
Bobby, you want to see my cannon?
That's an impressive cannon you got between your legs.
Nice. Got a big cannon there.
Even though most of the original buildings from the 1700s were gone, it was still pretty neat to see the original layout of the shipyard.
So most of this was built in about the 1760s and 70s. You know, 1776, something major happened in the States, so they needed lots of shipbuilding around here, you know.
How do I look? Oh, you're definitely the child.
You look great.
How's my titties?
They look great. Let's see what the...
These are models of some of the ships that were built there, and then of course the original layout of the shipyard itself.
So this is what it looked like when it was in operation. These little things we'll see down here later, they're still there, but they would attach lines to the masts to pull the boats over on the side.
And clean
And
them?
then they clean the bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
The steps to nowhere.
Land ho!
There's a land hoe. Another land hoe. And another one.
What are we looking at?
So they would attach a line to a mast on a ship. They'd be docked against the dock over there. And then, yeah, basically circle it around and then wind it up and bring the ship over so they clean the bottom.
Ow. Next time.
Apparently those guys rowed across the Atlantic in 34 days and change. Impressive. Well, I mean, it was somewhat interesting to see. I don't know, it wasn't spectacular, but it was interesting to see. Piece of history, I guess.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, back to the boat, I guess. To the nice clean boat. Thank you.
Yes. Why are you going sideways?
Just commit. Go.
You can do it.
All right.
Whoa.
Oh, should I let you on?
Piece of cake.
Did you know our patrons get access to our tracker? They can see where we are in real time or go back and look at where we've been in the past. They can see all our tracks to and from the Caribbean, but kind of what I like seeing is going back over to the Pacific side when we cross the Pacific Ocean. You can even select specific points so you can see where we were, when we were, what speed we were doing, and what heading we were going on. It's just one of the many perks our patrons get, so go to patreon.com/sailingdoodles, and we thank you so much for supporting this channel. They got this video a couple days early and with about a minute of deleted scenes.